Hi everyone, want to do a quick video, basically a user guide, how to use this Minelab Pro 40 pinpointer and some key features within that, like sort of a mini review now I've been using it for a few months. Firstly, check out this video of me finding this tiny little item using my trusted Minelab Pro 40 pinpointer.
But also tidy hammered coin range as well. Tiny little button shears. Yeah, nice.
Hi everyone, so yeah, jumping back in then, what we're going to be covering today is how to use the Minelab Pro 40 pinpointer. Now there's lots of different paths to this, to how to use it, so yeah, we're going to go into a little bit of detail on that. We're going to cover how to turn it on and off, we're going to cover sensitivity, we're going to cover audio on and off, and we're going to cover ferrous on and off, and how to rapid reset, what happens when the pinpointer gets left behind, and factory reset as well. So when I first started using this, I was literally just using it on and off. I wasn't really bothering with the other features, but like it's really important you use the other features because you pay that extra money for that extra functionality, and it makes a big difference, especially the ferrous. Anyway, that's enough waffle. So just so you're all aware, the breakdown of it, it's a tight, compact pointer, really nice, sleek design, lovely thin top as well, so it makes the pinpointer a bit more precise. Little LED lights on the top there, brilliant for night time, which we'll cover in a moment. The power button's right at the top, then the plus button's next one down, and the minus button's next one down again. So you've got the three buttons, just because while I'm pressing them on and off and pressing the buttons later, I'll be referring to what buttons I'm pressing, but you might not necessarily be able to see that button. But just so you can see now, power button, plus button, minus button. Okay, then let's go straight into it. So simply turn the pinpointer on. All we need to do is press and hold the button for half a second. It needs to be half a second. You can't be pressing and holding it for too long. It throws it off. So you can't tap it as well. It throws it off as well. So yeah, press and hold half a second. And then you hear the two peeps to start with, beep, beep, and then peep. That's the pinpointer telling you that is calibrated to the ground. Awesome stuff. And then to turn it off, we do exactly the same in reverse order. Press and hold the power button for half a second. Bush. Next then, how to turn the audio on and off. So all we do is turn it on like normal. And then, yeah, whilst we're turning it on though, so to turn the audio off, all you need to do is press the power button, press the minus button first, and then press the power button as well. So it will automatically come out of the box with the audio on. But yeah, to turn it off, press and hold the minus button first, and then press the power button for half a second like normal. Now, what should happen? It should just vibrate. So let's see on the old trusted wedding ring. Happy with that yet? So yeah, we turn it off like normal. And then if we want the audio back on, we do exactly the same, but this time we press and hold the plus button, and then press the power button. Half a second. Final peep, recalibrated. The audio should now be back on. Awesome stuff. So now we'll go into ferrous on and off. So our pinpoint is set like normal, and we want a better gear iron. So at the moment, I've got a clump of iron. It's just pinging like my wedding ring. You can't tell the difference between that and good metal. Now this is a really good function I'd advise you to put on. So yeah, all we need to do to get the iron bias set on, the iron ferrous mode set on, is press and hold the plus button for 3 seconds like so. Felt longer than 3 seconds. Yeah, keep hold of it till you hear that peep. Now what should happen is if we're digging up, we're sort of got a bit of iron, bit of nails in the ground, which we always do with a good target, rather than getting thrown off from one target to another, we should hear elongated peeps. It sounds different. Listen to the clump of iron. See it? It sounds different. And then when we come to a good target, it'll just pick it up the same. So that is a brilliant function. I'd advise you to put that on. And yeah, if you want to turn it back off, press and hold the minus button for 3 seconds. And you hear that tone. That is the iron ferrous turned off again. So I'm going to turn mine back on though, because yeah, I like having that on. So we're out on the ground, and we think the pinpoint is a bit all over the place, and we're not quite sure what's going on. What we can do is a thing called a rapid reset. So literally just tap the power button, it'll peep straight away, and then you hear another peep after. It just recalibrating to the ground. Cool. Something I should have mentioned at the start as well is when you turn the power on, that it does an automatic calibration. So when you press and hold it for half a second, ensure there's no other metal or any little bits around there like your fines. It needs to be clear of fines, because press and hold it, it peeps twice, beep beep, and then the final beep is calibrated. So if you've got metal around, the calibration will be a bit off. Happy with that yet? Awesome stuff. So it's got a brilliant function as well with it. If we leave it behind, it's sort of after 3 minutes starts peeping. So that's a really good function. I wish I had that pinpointer about a year ago when I lost one on a rally, and it fell out on my fines bag. I was gutted. If you're not sure and you play around with it, you follow these steps. You can't go too far wrong. But if you want to return it back to its factory settings, all you need to do is make sure it's off, press and hold it for 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you'll hear that final peep, then that long peep, and then that's now reset to factory settings. That is it. That's in a nutshell how to use the pinpointer. Hopefully this part helped. What we'll do now is we'll talk about the review and what I think about it and some key functions. Okay, so some key functions with this Minelab Pro 40 pinpointer. Yeah, waterproof to 3 meters, so brilliant for the beach and stuff like that. Just when it is waterproof, just make sure your connector to the battery is obviously nice and tight. So if that's loose, water's going to seep through the side. Yeah, so brilliant little function, being waterproof to 3 meters. 5 sensitivity levels, that's awesome. So yeah, if you're struggling and it's just going nuts, it's quite a sensitive little pinpointer, so you're going to get targets deep, which is brilliant in quiet fields. But in busier fields where there's lots of trash around, you might want to notch your sensitivity down a couple of levels to, yeah, you'll reduce a bit of depth, but you'll also be able to not be thrown out all over the place. So ferrous, having that ferrous sort of capability to turn the ferrous on to make iron sound different to good targets is a brilliant little function with this pinpointer. It's got diff technology as well. So all that means in layman's terms, like my terms, is it calibrates, and then it'll not get thrown off by loads of AMI from other metal detectors and stuff. So which can be a big issue with lots of other pinpointers. That rapid reset as well, brilliant little function. When it's all going wrong, P-tong, press it, tap it once, the power button, and it recalibrates everything. That little LED light as well, brilliant. I do a lot of detecting at night with my live stream, put the kids to bed, out from 7 to 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, whenever I can, because it's a brilliant hobby, isn't it? And then that lost alert function, which I told you about as well, is a great one to have. So yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to a little bit of the sort of Crawford stuff. So yeah, we'll go into where and how to get these items. Okay, so I really do highly recommend this Minelab Pro 40 pinpointer. You can use my code, which is in the bio to my link in my YouTube, Artifact10, and you'll get 10% off. Not just with this awesome bit of kit, and this is for UK purchases only. Not just with that awesome bit of kit, but also I've been using this little bad boy recently. You'll see that on my streams. The 9-inch coil, especially in dry conditions when the conductivity isn't that great for metal detecting. I've just been finding that so much lighter, so much sleeker. Yeah, you lose a bit of depth, but that concentration with that 9 inches, and so much quicker and easier to get a precise location. I love that, absolutely love that 9-inch coil. So you can get 10% off that as well on Crawford's metal detecting website, and this beast as well. So when I've cleaned up my permissions, I get the old 15-inch coil on. If you haven't got them already, for the Manticore, this is, you can get them. But also any accessories, any of the other bits of kit as well on Crawford's, you can bang it in my discount code for any of it. So yeah, have a look for the website. There's some awesome bits of kit. A nice retractable lead as well, which clips lovely onto your sort of fines bag, and then that saves you losing kit as well, which has stopped me from losing this pinpointer for sure. Well, anyway, I've waffled on enough. Hopefully this video has helped you have a good understanding of how to use it, because I know there's some good videos out there, but what I've tried to do is break it down a little bit more, so you get a step-by-step guide, and with a video of me finding something as well out in the field. Tiny little button, nothing special. Most of my video footage is all on TikTok with music pumping, so that was a bit inappropriate, so I got one a little bit more basic, so you can see how precise that pinpointer is with a small button. Bob on it was. It took me 12 seconds or something to locate a small button, so that's brilliant, that is. Anyway, enough waffle. Happy hunting, and hopefully I'll see you on like one of the big rallies in the future. I'm down on the detectable if any of you guys are. Cheers, thanks for your time, guys.